What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday, back for the second day of the trading year. SPY's pretty strong right now. I really don't have anything significant on my gap list. Roku's just kind of continuing from what it's already done yesterday. UNP and I guess Roku are the only things that have news on it. And I mean, pretty much everything is being influenced by the SPY right now. I know tech is going crazy, a bunch of stocks. Tech stocks, Square, MU, the regulars, Facebook, Nvidia are all relatively following the same path here. So I think today's key thing is going to see which stocks are going to be influenced by the SPY, which ones aren't. Usual relative strength and weakness. And then for me, my biggest thing that I need to work on today is not over trading, because I definitely came back yesterday a little too eager to trade, a little too trigger happy, jumping into things that I really shouldn't be jumping into. So today, just need to make sure that I'm taking it, A+ only. Also only risking $50 on any and every trade today. I just know that it's going to take me a while to get back into things, so there's no reason to be blowing a ton of money. So looks like UNP is going to be the best one for the open here. MU's kind of dying out, so I think I'll look at Roku. Roku's got a big problem at 45 there. We are open. Typical Lightspeed issues where my candles are all messed up. UNP's going crazy here. Came down, bought straight back up. It's gonna go. Interesting. Some of the stocks have no volume coming into them yet. It's kind of weird. Baba, for instance, only traded 10,000 shares in the first minute. And I know for a fact it can do more than that. There's Squares, MU dropping off. UNP was pretty strong open here. I got above some resistance. So UNP's got a few points to go before it runs into anything else. Square, Roku. Kind of split here. Nvidia, Netflix, Tesla, and Bob are jumping off a cliff. Facebook's starting to turn around here, and we're looking a little more red now. Except for Square. Square's holding up. Square didn't have news on it, so I'm not sure. It just ended up being up 2%, so I was looking at it. But pretty strong right now. SPY's moving up too. Popped above. Thought there might be something there. We're looking at. Tesla's weak, Netflix is weak. SPY's strong, but it is the open, so can't tell too much yet. There's a bunch of possible gap and go setups here. This is kind of nice. Bob's volume came in big. Thinking best case might be U and P here. Square, I just don't like the wick action that it's doing. If U and P can recover from this, it can definitely be a good opening range. Spread's got to be wide for sure. Probably only 50 shares. If I can recover VWAP here, that's definitely good. Risk is gonna be a little less than $1, it looks like. So I think 50 shares is just gonna have to be it. Alright, I like this. I'm gonna go for this. If it gets up there, I'm in. SPY's still moving up here. I like the volume on the candle. Forget it. Nope, gap and goes aren't supposed to do that, so Nvidia just left me. Nvidia was a good short. Wow, UMP just came right back. It had a decent breakout, but then it just started slowing down and failing, and then that's when I know I'm just not in the greatest spot to be. Baba is kind of weird here. I mean, we're kind of flagging out right now. But, I don't really see a reason to get in yet. I don't know if I'm gonna have a reason. Alright, Square came down to VWAP once. Stop loss can be under 20. I think I might have missed it. The spread's kind of annoying. It's not reclaiming VWAP, and that's the problem. It got close. I was getting close to it, but as it kept touching VWAP, it just didn't quite have it. Let's see. MP. I don't know. There might be something here right now. I don't know. I don't think I like it enough. I think I need to stay away from that one. Tesla. Possible triangle forming. I have to come back to it in a second. Facebook getting stuck at this 50 here. 50-51. Tab 50 starting to fail. I'll watch price action up there. SPY's not helping. Though it didn't really matter for Facebook at all, so see what happens here. I'm going for this. Ah, dude, I missed it. Oh, okay. SPY's popping up here. Damn, dude, waited too long. That's what I get. That's all I wanted was a super quick scalp on it. I'm not trying to hold for a breakout or anything. And the SPY definitely failed, which definitely called down. I wanted to get in the 70s, and I waited too long. That's what I get. This is busting out here. Not really. Apple, again, it depends on the SPY. It's not really a trap trader scenario. This isn't quite enough consolidation. Facebook's holding up here, though. Facebook's pretty strong. I don't like the SPY. The SPY's turning down here. Square is a little too all over the place. Even piece trying to hold. Ooh. Baba. Alright, we got something here in Baba. Wanted to see something in the 40s first before I decide anything, because we're really strong right now on the SPY. Have some trouble here at 60 though. That might have been my only shot there. There wasn't enough though. SPY is very strong. It came right back up to high day. I don't know. It ain't looking too good here. I'm not liking it. Looking kind of bad for square. Just popped up, kind of came out of this range here. SPY's close to high a day. I don't know, I don't think I like anything here either. MP just kind of going sideways. Alright, SPY's at new high day, pushing higher. Apple not really following suit here. breaking down hard here. Alright, so SPY's at new high day, pushing higher. We're not really seeing anything following it right now. Alright, well, I got nothing. I'm looking at Apple right now. I really want to see a push above VWAP, and then I want to see it start failing again, because the market just completely reversed here. It is dropping hard. I don't know if we're going to be able to see enough strength in Apple to see it drop. It's trying. It's holding up, so if it can get above this 60, I can get pretty big here. Nope, not gonna get it. Wow, Apple's trying. Look at that volume though. Yeah, that needs to change. Well, I don't like it as much anymore because the SPY found a bottom and popped back up. And Apple's getting good volume here on these green candles, telling me it might actually be strong here. I mean, it's had plenty of time to fail, and it just hasn't. But it's not moving, and the SPY is starting to turn again, headed lower. I want to see in the 60s. No, that's a pretty solid move. I'm not fighting against that. There's no long trade in here for me though. There's just nothing there. Alright, back on Apple again. I'm not sure if this move is gonna be able to sustain this or not. It I mean, we're holding above VWAP, but volume's decreasing. We're not breaking out above this. There could be a good short in here. I'm watching. I mean, volume completely, or the price just completely changed here, closing underneath VWAP, making a shooting star. SPY's turning here. SPY's dropping to another new low a day. Apple just can't quit. We'll see what happens on a break of 80 now. Seeing a lot of red. I saw an 80 in there. The volume grew a little bit too. Yeah, it might want to keep grinding higher here. And in that case, I actually might want to look for a long. I might want to switch to a break below VWAP here, see what happens, and just take it long. But what the SPY's doing is pretty important too. So I know it will make a difference with Apple. Yes. Yeah, SPY's got a little downturn again here. Alright, might be risking about 20 cents. Look at that volume. Look at the volume on that. I'm long back above VWAP here. Nope, I guess we are going lower. I just don't like it because of this volume. If this move really did want to fail here, needed to see more than that. But whatever happens, happens. It's one of those weird situations, I guess, where the volume looked very bullish to start, but it was just taking too long and I couldn't hold it, I guess. I mean, SPY's at another new low a day again, and I guess if Apple's not going to have that backup strength it needs, then it's just not going to be able to keep moving. Looking at UNP, I'm thinking there might be something here. Had a decent little run up. Stuff pretty hard here, right back to VWAP twice on decent volume. Had a big green candle volume here, but there's just no movement from it. SPY is turning up here, but it just doesn't look like UNP has strength right now. I think I just need to lower my size, and I need to go for it underneath VWAP here. So I think in the 80s I'm in this. SPY's pretty strong. Bounced pretty hard from VWAP, or from low a day. Right off a whole number too. Yeah, SPY's got a nice big bounce here, and UNP just doesn't have anything behind it. I'm short here. I'm going for this. Stop will be right above. Yeah, 18's good. Jeez. Well, I guess it is gonna grind higher. Okay, you can get me out now. Oh, come on, man. Stupid. I know I put that in, I don't know what happened. Trade's not over. See what happens on this move here. I mean, I don't know. I'm seeing a bunch of volume anomalies here that just aren't really making sense to me. I mean, we got this big move off of no volume. But we're holding up above these moving averages. Look at this volume. What is that? I don't... This could potentially be a good long still. My God, volume just absolutely vanished here. I think this is telling me that it's just a pullback after a decent breakout on the long side, because there's just absolutely nothing here. I mean, this is just a low volume pullback is all this is. See what happens. I think I need to see this thing touch view app first, because it's being really tricky right now. I'm moving up towards VWAP. So SPY's a little bullish right now. And if this is going to be a good short, then this is my new stop loss it's given me. I'm in this again here. Another 150. It just does not look like it has strength right now. I mean, clearly something's holding this up. Each time here. Higher lows, just consistently. And this is something I didn't, oh, hey, oh, wait, hey. I'm all out right now. This is a good break, but I don't like the overall market and I don't like this stock itself. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait to see if this thing wants to come back to probably this 80 level, maybe 95, and oh my God, get out of there, and just see if I can get a re-entry on this. All right, looking at UNP again right here, right now. Just popped up above. Market is dropped very hard. Looking to see what can happen here. I might be able to get a little bigger too. But I'm liking what's happening on the volume, price action, everything really. We're kind of topping out, almost bottoming out maybe. We're having trouble with this 151 breaking underneath. But we still got decent volume here. Just kind of fell off on these green candles here. So I'm thinking we still got a little bit more red in us. SPY bounced right off 255. Don't really see what's holding this up. Clearly I should not have taken everything off. Look at this volume though. Look at that squeeze, jeez. I don't know. It's a little fishy to me still. Alright, well we came back up to this 80 level and VWAP here. It's kind of testing it out again. I think I still like this for a short. I mean, it's a low volume pullback, but looking at the higher time frame, kind of got an engulfing candle situation here. But it's just the volume. You know, none of the volume looks good. None of it looks strong. I mean, the market's been really dropping since this thing's been moving sideways. So the SPY's not influencing this at all. But I'm wondering if the SPY does start rising up here like it looks like it is right now. You know, what's gonna happen? But I'm liking this. It keeps closing underneath. Low volume up here too. So we're just gonna about 20 cents, so it's about 50 bucks right now if I'm in on it. I don't know, I like it. I'm gonna go for this again. Stop will do just above. I'd like to see it down to 151 again. But it might take a while, because moving averages are still kind of acting as support here. But overall, I like the price action. It's getting tighter and tighter, smaller, lower volume on these pullbacks. Just gotta see what happens. The urge to take off this trade early is strong right now. I can just feel it in me. Decent volume. Nothing too special here so far. Looks like we're really dropping off right now. We'll see what happens. Gotta be okay with the loss. That's a good sign. Need to really pay attention to the volume here. Alright, I'm taking some off into this. Take a little more. Volume here, definitely like that. If you make another push lower here, I'll take some more. SPY's turning up here. Just looking at the volume right now, you can see red's always bigger than green here, so that's definitely a good sign. So I need to be patient, I need to hold. But hasn't given me a really clear, there's no point in, I mean, this is basically my entry right here. I mean, I guess it would kind of make sense. Yeah, I think I am. I'm going to change it to my entry, just above my entry here for a new stop. Come on. Alright, SPY's turning down again. If we break under 151, I'll take the rest. Yeah, it looks like we might. Volume's still going on strong. Everything is dropping right now. I mean everything. Oh man. Wow. 87. I saw 80. I thought I might be able to get filled there. But each time we've gotten down here, we got these big wicks moving, popping back up. So but I really like this volume on this candle here. That's super good. But now it's not good because it came all the way back. So I think I made the right call cutting it underneath there. I need to see something around 151. I need to see it start holding underneath if I want to get back into this, but it might be a little bit. So I just noticed square right now. It's kind of breaking underneath this triangle. I mean, it's not even really a triangle. Let's see. Oh, that looks nice. So I want to see some kind of pullback here because the market, of course, Mr. Weed Whacker, market is even losing this 225 again. It attempted to come back up, lost it. Now we're headed even lower. So I'm thinking Square's still got some potential here. The only thing I see is this 15-minute, this 65 here. But I'd like to see, I mean, volume's okay. It's not the best. Buyers there. Some kind of pullback retest to 62 or even 6180 here. I might want to actually scale into this one. This could be a good scale in trade here because it needs to hold 80 and it definitely needs to hold below the hold number. We'll see what happens. Okay, I think I'm getting what I want here on Square. We got to a high of about 89 here. I think I might have just blown it though. I mean, very clear here on this pullback. Plus the overall market is still really weak. And get a little bigger too. See what happens here. Uh-oh. Well, I guess it's getting that top trend line test now anyway. So this still isn't a problem. I mean, this is still workable with. So now I definitely got a clear stop loss right above the whole number. This volume spike is definitely a problem. We'll just have to see how strong it is up here. I saw 6201, 62 and a half. I think 300 is just what I gotta stick with here. 15 cents on 300 shares is about a $50 loss. So now we got little doji up here getting stuck underneath it. But still good volume. I mean, it looked really good at this point. And then this candle happened. I don't know. I guess Square's been relatively strong, considering the market. I mean, the market dropped off about 3 points, and Square's only got about 2 here. But I mean, overall, it hasn't really been caring too much about what the SPY is doing. But no, this is a no. Okay, I just noticed Facebook here. I haven't even looked at it yet, but very clear triangle. Lower highs each and every time. The problem is, SPY's been really dropping, and I mean, I guess Facebook has. But, it's starting to get synced up with what the market's doing here. So we just got bought back up after breaking underneath a new low a day. I mean, I got a super tight risk reward here. But again, I learned my lesson yesterday. That doesn't always mean it's a good trade. I don't know. It's really low relative volume. I don't know. This is a tough one. Yeah, look at that. Volume's really dropping off here. I don't know if that means that's bullish or bearish though, because we're making a higher low here. Higher low just now starting to break. What's SPY doing? SPY's not really giving me any reason to go long yet. Like to see SPY down at yesterday's close for a long. Well, it's breaking down, but I mean, I really just don't like that volume. I think I'm gonna say no. Looking at UNP again here. I'm waiting for it to do something. We're getting a huge volume candle right now. I think that's just because this 50,000 dude just popped up out of nowhere. But I want to see. It's got really low volume right now, so I need to see a little bit more before I decide to make a decision. I think what I want to see is a break above 80 and it gets sucked right back in. It's doing it right now. So it touched 81 and the high that was 81. Alright, I lied. I need to see 82. I mean, it's just not really breaking down. I'm trying to make sense of what I'm reading here on the price action, because a higher time frame, it's getting underneath the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. So I mean, it could definitely still keep going here. Just trying to ask myself, is this a pullback? Just a long pullback. I need to wait. I need to see a break above 82, and I need to see it get stuffed right back underneath. And then I can probably take 100 shares. Probably more than that. I'd probably go 150. So maybe it reaches 90, and I can get back in at 75. So about, yeah, we'll see what happens. SPY breaking underneath, just turned red on the day. And can't stop it. All the FANG stocks, big red candle. It's probably gonna get worse here. Alright, so I'm still liking this volume here. So if I get that test right now, that's a really good sign. It just doesn't look like it wants it. See what the 2 minute looks like. Maybe that'll help me out a little bit. So big green here on a shooting star, big green here on another almost shooting star. Light volume, light volume, light volume. Light volume again. It's breaking underneath this range. It might just go. If it goes, that's fine. I needed a little more conviction in it before I made a decision. I'll come back to it. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it for the day. Not really seeing too much of anything else. Really, since the SPY had been dropping, I only once touched VWAP, so I mean all the FANG stocks that I'm usually looking at all basically did the same thing, and since I'm pretty much considering myself a VWAP trader, I mean there was nothing for me to take because everything was just so far away from VWAP. I mean, Nvidia just, like, look at that, it's a 10-point sell-off with pretty much zero pullbacks. I mean, I guess one there, maybe one here, two here, but I mean, what is that? Just ugly stuff everywhere. So I'm gonna start with Facebook, just cause starting with Facebook. What did I do on Facebook? Oh yes, there was an unusual situation up here around this 142.50 area. So put in my order above it. Definitely a hidden seller there. We're looking pretty strong because I'm pretty sure that we actually ticked down here underneath this range. So there's 115, so 17. Yeah, we pushed a little bit underneath it, bought back up pretty hard. After we saw that, I was telling myself, okay, this could be a good little breakout here. So I ended up breaking out, skipping over my order, but it came back and it filled me. Popped back up into the 70s. I was looking to take some off into the 70s, but waited just a second too long. Ended up only being a super tiny winner. Facebook actually set up another good time here for a good triangle trade, but I couldn't quite seem to pull the trigger. The volume was really throwing me off on it. Super low here, so one thing that it kind of inspired me to do, I guess, is to go back and look at my screenshots of all of my symmetrical triangle trades and pay attention to the volume, because I have been reading this book here, Complete Guide to Volume Price Analysis, and it has been game-changing, really. I mean, today was phenomenal in the ways that I used it, but because it was such low volume here, I couldn't really make a decision whether or not I wanted to get into this or not. Ended up being a pretty decent winner. I mean, another chance for entry right here, you know, right where these two trend lines are crossing. Touched right off of it and then took off from there. So I mean, it was pretty good short. Just you know, the volume actually after the breakout, I probably should have been looking at this for some kind of re-entry here, but I mean the volume on the pullback's pretty big too, so just kind of confusing. Not really exactly what I want to see, I guess. So then UNP took a whole bunch of trades. I don't think I've ever taken 4 trades on one ticker before, but happened here. So first was the opening range breakout case. Took 50 shares, just an immediate loser. I mean, we popped up there and then just stuffed, so that was the end of that. Eventually started grinding up a little higher here, failed pretty hard on decent volume, bounced from VWAP, started getting stuck in here. So then I was looking, of course, lawnmower guy's got to do it now. A little bit of a low volume on this pullback here, so I was, hold on a second. Okay, back trying to finish this review here. So the first trade I took on UNP was that opening range break, just lost it. Ended up coming back to VWAP, had a nice little grind up here. Came back down to VWAP on somewhat decent volume. There was a decent pop here, but I mean, clearly I was too early on the short, but I thought that there still might be a case here. I'm trying to remember what I was thinking, because we ended up making that pop up, and then after that one got stuffed, this was the clear area to enter here, as it popped up again on super low volume here, and that just told me that there wasn't enough strength for this thing to keep moving higher. And I had a really nice drop here. I ended up covering it all, but clearly I should have held or at least taken a partial here. I remember telling myself at the time that you know, I didn't trust it or anything, and I mean, that's fine, but either way, I think I still need to be treating my trades the same. You know, it's the trade management aspect of things. I mean, I took 50 there, 50 here, 50 there. I mean, just adds to the winner, really. But first one was a super bad loss. It skipped over my stop limit order, which I really can't believe it did, because I gave it 10 cents, I'm pretty sure. I have to go back over the video and check it out just to double check. But after that, I was telling myself, I'll wait for it to come back to this 80 level, view app area, see what happens. So ended up coming back. I mean, just looking at the volume, super low volume pullback here, still telling me that there's not that much strength in it. And as it started coming back down, just covering into things, take a little more, take a little more, take a little more, and then towards the end over here, I was looking at that triangle and just trying to make sense of things. It actually turned out kind of clean. So we ended up making this little breakdown here, nice volume candle there, came back, but on these candles here is what was really important. So I mean, these candles are, they're somewhat big compared to the other ones, but just looking at that volume, so it's like somebody's propping this thing up. So in that case, I didn't really buy the that this thing wants to move higher, and then right after I had that decent drop. So I mean, there was another trade in there that I probably could have taken, but I wasn't super confident in it, so I wanted to let it go. Either way, pretty decent day. Things could have been better, but I mean, I think today was a really good day, just kind of getting back into the flow of things, making sure that I'm taking the right setups, just reading the price action correctly. I mean, it worked out really well today. I didn't force anything, I didn't take anything that I shouldn't have taken. Everything was just right on it. So I mean, come back tomorrow. I'm not doing the $50 risk anything anymore. I mean, I just felt myself, I want to put on more money. So come back tomorrow, going to the usual risk, $100 a trade. But that's pretty much all I got for now. So thanks for watching. Be back tomorrow.